the show, everyone. It is Tuesday, December 3rd. I'm Joe Morano, Lauren Barnes with the morning off, but we are here to get you moving as we approach the middle of the week. Meteorologist Elisa Rappa joins us this morning as well. And look, Elisa, I know yesterday was Cyber Monday, everyone talking about that sort of stuff. It wasn't bad getting outside yesterday, though.
Yeah, it was a bad day to be inside on the internet. You know, because it was so nice outside.
Yeah, I was just, I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, I felt pretty good out there.
And it will continue today and tomorrow and into Thursday. This nice, Jamie called it last night, a December delight.
I like that a lot. Yeah,
which I think sounds pretty good. We're starting out a little bit cold this morning. Temperatures are in the lower 30s. We've got some clouds out there this morning and south winds at 8 miles per hour, 30 degrees with some mostly cloudy skies, some partly cloudy skies as well. So we're keeping some of that cloud cover. Things, though, are dry. You should head out the door. It's 29 degrees in Harrison, 32 in Branson, 33 in Monette, and 30 degrees in Springfield this morning. Winds are out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour, so some wind chills are in the 20s this morning. It feels like 22 degrees in Springfield, so make sure you've got some gloves at the bus stop this morning. It is a little bit on the cold side. You'll need a scarf as well. Dry roads through the afternoon will keep sunshine and things pretty calm. We'll have winds a shift to the west, and that will warm us up today. So temperatures will be pretty mild, getting into the 50s, middle 50s by dismissal, mostly sunny and mild. So a couple of nice December days ahead, including today, tomorrow, and into Thursday. Then our next rain chance arrives late Thursday. I've got details on that coming up in 10 minutes. Joe?
A family is displaced last night after a fire destroyed their home in Republic. Multiple fire departments responded to this over on Reuben Lane. The fire began in a car in the garage, but the homeowner was not able to get the car out in time, so it then spread out through the house.
That apparently had some kind of mechanical malfunction that caught fire in the garage. We're not exactly sure at this time what caused that. We will be doing an investigation later once we get the fire knocked down.
Everyone at the home got out and no one was injured either. Following up on a story this morning now on lawsuits surrounding the 2018 duck boat tragedy on Table Rock Lake. The news leader reports that a federal judge decided last week that an 1851 law does not protect Ride the Ducks from potentially owing money to the surviving victims and families of those lost in that accident. That law states a company can't be responsible for paying damages higher than the value of the vessel if the company can prove it was unaware of any problems beforehand. The company initially asked a federal judge to apply this law to the incident, but now it will still have to confront the many lawsuits filed by victims and families without protection of that law. One of those suits was filed by the surviving daughters of William and Janice Bright, who were victims of the sinking. Their lawyer says this first ruling is a step forward for their suit against the company.
You know, it's been a long time for the family. Lawsuits are always slow, but this one has been unusually slow. So, you know, the family's, you know, going to finally get a chance to move forward with their claims, which they're very grateful for.
Now, if the law had been applied, the company would not have been responsible for paying any damages to the victims or families because the duck boat was determined to have no value after the sinking. Moving around the Ozarks for you this morning, cancer patients receiving care at Cox Health in Branson will now have one less thing to worry about after a Skaggs Foundation grant was awarded to them. Hannah Zettel has the story this morning.
Well, that's right, and many people battling cancer will tell you they'll go the distance to beat the disease, but that journey can feel even longer for patients living in rural areas having to travel for treatment.
When you're bald, you know, people know pretty much what's going on.
Lisa Weeks is battling breast cancer.
I come every day, Monday through Friday, for radiation treatment.
The mother of two drives from her home in Branson West to the Cox Health Cancer Center in downtown Branson 5 days a week.
It can be 20 minutes, it can be 30, 40 minutes, so it's a lot of driving.
Although the commute can be a pain, Weeks says the staff makes treatment a little more comfortable.
When I come in, they're happy, they're smiling, they joke with me, which is great because that's how I handle everything in life. I handle it joking and with laughter.
You might think that cancer treatment's kind of a depressing thing, but that's not it at all.
Benjamin Morris is the director of the Cancer Center.
We have a staff here that treats every patient like their family.
and says transportation assistance is the #1 request made by patients traveling across counties or just a few miles away.
Just the topography of our area. You might live 10 miles from Branson, but it might take you 45 minutes to get here.
A recent grant awarded to the Skaggs Foundation will help 50 patients get to and from treatment using $20 fuel cards.
It sounds like a small thing to have one worry off, but when you're dealing with cancer and all the treatments and everything, to have one less thing that I didn't have to think about, it's a great help.
With her head held high and a tiara to boot, Weeks continues to face treatment full speed ahead.
Now that $1,000 grant was donated by the Table Rock Lake Community Foundation. A representative told me the foundation looks to support causes that assist members of Stone and Berry counties, and that this transportation program was a perfect fit.
Thank you, Hannah. This time of year, everyone's holiday shopping, but you need to still watch out and not fall victim to cyber criminals. This is a popular time for online shopping and donations. And with Giving Tuesday starting up today, a Drury University cybersecurity professor wants to remind you to do your homework before giving donations. Remember, when looking at donation sites, make sure they are legitimate. And also when shopping, avoid using public Wi-Fi spots. The safest place to shop online is at home with your own internet connection. You should also be sure to double check the URL of the site that you're on, because a lot of times scammers will use a similar link that's just a couple of letters off.
This is a busy time of the year, and so you may see something and think it looks okay and click on it and not do your homework. The biggest thing is really just taking the time to do your homework and make sure that you are on the site you think you're on.
Revitalizing downtown Nixa was the topic at a town hall meeting last night. It served as the kickoff to the city's participation in the Missouri Main Street Connection program. The economic development program assists in the revitalization of downtown areas. Nixa is taking part thanks to a grant, and this first town hall gave residents a chance to have their voices heard, and we spoke with Ben White, who serves as the program outreach specialist, about the event.
A great turnout, energized crowd there too, so I'm excited to see what they have. I'm excited to use those goals moving forward.
The project is supported by city government, the Nixa Chamber of Commerce, and Show Me Christian County. Will continue to keep you updated on the progress there. In some political coverage now for you this morning. Yesterday was the first day members of the Missouri Congress could pre-file bills to take on during the 2020 session. We found some yesterday in the House of Representatives. Steve Lynch from Pulaski County is planning to work on legislation that would modify terms for House members. Jeffrey Messenger, who represents a portion of Greene County, is hoping to submit a bill which would establish an act called the Missouri Freedom to Choose Health Care. Crystal Quaid also pre-filed a bill to give Greene County voters an option to levy a sales tax dedicated to early childhood education programs. And David Evans from West Plains pre-filed a bill that would ban texting and driving for people of all ages. Springfield Police will be conducting its December Neighborhood Watch Training tonight. It'll take place from 6 to 8:30 at the Springfield Police and Fire Training Center, focusing on many areas including crime prevention and observation and reporting skills. Anyone living inside the city limits is encouraged to attend. It's free to go to. Springfield actually has 18 official watch groups that have formed in town. Just getting moving here on Daybreak. Up next, McDonald's talks chicken sandwiches, of course, and Elisa gets you ready for your drive to work and the bus stop.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak. Now weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. Another quiet but cold start across the Ozarks. It's 30 degrees in Springfield with some cloud cover and south winds at 8 miles per hour. Temperatures at 32 degrees in Branson, 35 in Ava, 32 in Mountain Grove, and 23 degrees up at Lake of the Ozarks. We've got a mix of some cloud cover out there. Some spots a little bit clearer than others with some holes in the clouds this morning, but a mix of some sunshine and some cloud cover once the sun comes up this morning. Again, we are dry though. Now we're pretty quiet across the region. We still, though, have that pretty big potent storm that's spinning off of the East Coast, bringing snow and winter alerts from New York, stretching all the way up to Maine, up to a foot of snow already reported for parts of Massachusetts, about 4 inches of snow down in the Boston area this morning since midnight. Again, regionally, we're pretty quiet with just a couple of clouds. And then if we go to the west, we'll find our next storm that's still sitting off of the California coast. This storm doesn't arrive until late Thursday. On that water vapor image, you can see just how deep that low is. Just looks really pretty on that satellite imagery. Again, not on land yet. It is still off the coast of California. So as we head through the day today, we'll have a mix of some sun and clouds. Temperatures starting to warm up on westerly winds. We'll have those highs in the low to middle 50s, which is actually above average for this time of year. Clear and quiet again tonight. Temperatures dipping to near freezing. And then by tomorrow, we'll have temperatures warming up again on some southerly winds. In the middle and upper 50s, 57 degrees for that high in Springfield will be a very nice and mild December day. Then we'll start to increase the clouds on Thursday. Again, this storm that's off the Pacific coast doesn't get here until late Thursday, so we'll have a December delight, a really nice day Wednesday. Same thing on Thursday, too. We just increased the clouds through much of the day, but we're dry with that storm system still off to the west. We'll start to pop some showers on the overnight Thursday going into Friday morning. It looks like it will be all rain, and then that storm quickly exits to the south and east by Friday morning, where we'll just have some cloud cover, conditions a little bit colder, and some clearing skies in the afternoon. So what to expect with this system? We're dry with above average temperatures through Thursday. Showers arrive late Thursday, probably late evening, mostly on the overnight, and they exit by Friday morning. The system is pretty quick, so rain totals will be light, maybe about 1/4 of an inch or less, especially as you go south of the interstate. That's where we could get maybe 1/4 of an inch, but again, expecting pretty light totals. The system is also weak and detached from cold air. We will not find temperatures near freezing, so I don't expect any wintry weather out of this. Also, unlike the last two storms, it's not potent. It doesn't have those really gusty winds like we had the last two times around. So again, this is just a pretty benign rain chance as that storm system rolls through. 54 degrees today, mild, nice, and mostly sunny with west winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. 33 overnight, cold and quiet under clear skies. 57 degrees tomorrow. December delight, west winds, 57 degrees. Temperatures again trending above average. Our average for this time of year is 49 degrees, so pretty mild December day. We'll have some clouds around on Thursday, but dry in the afternoon. Temperatures still in the middle 50s. Showers late and into the overnight. Maybe a couple of showers in the morning on Friday before the skies clear. Notice overnight lows stay above freezing, so again, not concerned about any wintry precipitation. We'll have temperatures chillier on Friday. That's the one cool day. We're back in the middle 40s. Then we'll have some nice sunshine on Saturday. Temperatures still trending mild on Sunday. Our next storm system will arrive by Monday, maybe with some sprinkles and flurries. It looks like temperatures really take a tumble after that.
Wall Street lost some ground at the start of a new month. The Dow dropped 268 points, the Nasdaq fell 97, and the S&P 500 lost 27. The U.S. is eyeing tariffs on French champagne, handbags, cheese, and other products. It is in response to a new digital services tax by France that the U.S. says will harm American tech companies. The top U.S. trade representative says the Trump administration is looking into similar measures against Austria, Italy, and Turkey. If you are among those who scored a new smart TV on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, the FBI has a warning for you. That TV could be a prime target for hackers. The agency says, quote, beyond the risk that your TV manufacturer and app developers may be listening and watching you, it is possible that your unsecured TV can give bad cyber actors an easy way in the back door through your router. The FBI recommends consumers learn their security settings and how to disable cameras and mics. And McDonald's may be jumping into the chicken sandwich wars. The fast food chain is now testing 2 new chicken sandwiches in Knoxville, Tennessee and Houston to compete with uber popular sandwiches from Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. McDonald's new crispy chicken and deluxe crispy chicken sandwiches will be available until January 26th. Before potentially going nationwide. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Everyone's got a chicken opinion. Up next in sports, the Lady Bears are continuing a hot start to the season and gaining a little national recognition along the way. Dan Lindblad takes us through it next.
The Missouri State Lady Bears picked up a big win against Kansas City on Sunday, and yesterday there was even bigger reason to celebrate. In our Bear Nation report, the Lady Bears cracked the AP Top 25 poll for the first time since February of 2004. Lady Bears entered the poll ranked 22nd in the country, that in part to Jasmine Franklin's play to start the season. Franklin named the Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Week after she dropped a career-high 24 points against the Roos. She averaged 18 points, 8.5 boards in 2 games this past week. Topping it all, the Lady Bears started the 3-game homestand 1-0.
Smocks was really put into our heads because besides exhibitions, we haven't been really doing good at home. We've been seen as the road warriors, but at home we really want to show out and say, hey, we're that 7-1 team now. Starting it off good and having a good dub against them is what we needed.
The Bears also coming back to JQH this week. They will host Murray State tonight. It's the first time they will play at the Q since taking on Cleveland State some 21 days ago. The Racers don't have John Morant anymore. He's now tearing it up in the NBA. But Bears head coach Dana Ford says the Racers still a great opponent.
I think our guys understand who Murray State is, and we went there last year and saw what type of program they are and what type of atmosphere. And We respect all our opponents. I think this is our third straight game against a team that won an NCAA tournament game. If you win an NCAA tournament game, you're a good program.
We've reached the end of the college football regular season across all divisions, and that means it's time to recognize some players for their performances as Missouri State places 6 on the All-Missouri Valley Conference teams. It starts with the defense, and who else? McNeese Egbum, the senior, named first team All-Valley. Egbum led the Bears with 94 tackles and led the league with 9.9 tackles per game during Valley play. Long snapper and Springfield native Chandler Collins, also a first-teamer. It's hard to really track those stats for long snapping, but Collins was sharp as a tack, even recovered a fumble on a punt. 4 other seniors getting some love as well. Brendan Withrow named second team, and then Peyton Husley, quarterback, honorable mention. Matt McClellan, honorable mention as well for his efforts at defensive end, and Tyler Curry as a wide receiver.
All right, so the Bears get a few of those accolades as college season for them comes to an end. Still got some high school teams in the state finals this weekend.
For football?
Yeah.
Really?
Pretty good.
I was actually going to ask you if I should retire the football forecast yet, so you're telling me no.
Not yet. We got one more chance for some people here. The final week coming up right now. And that means, of course, those teams are practicing during the day. And yesterday, not too bad after school, right?
Yeah, we'll continue to have this nice mild stretch to start December ahead of our next storm system. So a couple of nice days ahead. Starting out a little bit cold. It's 34 degrees in Branson with dry roads and some cloud cover. It's 29 degrees in West Plains, 33 in Monette, 34 in Camdenton, and 29 degrees in Rolla. Winds are out of the south. Those southerly winds will shift to the west, but help us warm up today. Right now they're at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So some wind chills are in the teens and 20s. It feels like 17 at Lake of the Ozarks and 22 degrees in Springfield. So it's a little bit cold on the coffee meter this morning. You'll want to make sure you've got some gloves. If you still need to decorate your house for the holidays, today is your day. Do it now. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. 54 degrees with sunshine and mild temperatures. I think today's a great day to put the lights up outside. Do it now before it gets a little bit colder as we head through the month of December. So again, temperatures today in the middle 50s. It should be sunny and mild with light winds. We're dropping to 33 degrees tonight, and then by tomorrow, another nice day to get the lights up. Temperatures in the middle and upper 50s with sunshine. Again, the wind's still pretty light, so good 2 days ahead to get the lights up outside if you still need to get that done. The heating forecast is not bad. Some heat early through the week, right, with those overnight lows in the 20s and 30s, but the afternoon highs start to pop in the middle and upper 50s. So we'll have maybe a little bit of a break in the heat in the afternoon. Things turn chilly, though, by Friday. On the backside of a cold front, we'll have temperatures dipping back into the 40s. So that's our one cool day. Notice the average is 49 degrees. We dipped to 46 on Friday on the backside of a cold front, and then we're mild again this weekend with those temperatures back in the 50s. So here's that 7-day. Pretty quiet with just really one storm that we're tracking. That brings us an increase in cloud cover on Thursday. Some showers arrive late Thursday, and we'll have rain on the overnight. Clears probably by Friday morning, and then we clear out the skies Friday afternoon, but temperatures stay chilly. So that's it. That one small rain chance, and it looks like it will be all rain, no snow to deal with. Joe?
And up next for you, winter alerts are in place from New York to Maine this morning as the storm still grips the Northeast. Straight ahead, we'll check in with residents who are getting those shovels ready for another round. Welcome back to Daybreak, everyone. 5:28 this morning. A winter storm that moved over most of the country during the holiday weekend is almost finished, but not before it causes problems for millions more on the East Coast. Laura Podesta is in New York with our story this morning.
Throughout the Northeast, children enjoyed a winter wonderland yesterday. And while the adults tried to share in their experience,
The kids are having a great time, and I love this time of year.
they also had to contend with the fallout from Mother Nature. Thousands were without power in northern New Jersey.
We're cleaning up the driveway, and I've got my cell phone charging in my car, since that's the only electricity that I have available right now.
In upstate New York, a bus carrying about 30 people collided with a tractor trailer on Interstate 90. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said there were no life-threatening injuries. State troopers have responded to more than 700 storm-related crashes.
New Yorkers, we're tough. We've seen it all. We can handle it all.
Hundreds of flights have been delayed at airports throughout the Northeast, including at Boston Logan.
It's weather, it's winter, it's something we got to expect. It's something that you have to just have patience and wait it out and see what happens. And hopefully I can get out.
Massachusetts is being hit with more snow this morning.
I hate it already. It just started, so.
Boston canceled school today, and Governor Charlie Baker is asking for help to keep drivers off the road.
Do ask employers to consider allowing folks, if they can, to work from home if it's appropriate.
Boston has more than 2,000 snowplows in service today. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
The National Weather Service is reporting storm totals at a foot of snow are already down in parts of Massachusetts. About 4 inches is being reported in Boston. Up next for you, a person is injured after a rock slide near Osage Beach, and how you can make sure your home is safe from tree fire hazards this holiday season.
Good morning, my name is Tristan. I go to Bingham Elementary School. Today is December 3rd and the lunch menu is nacho cheese walking taco, cheeseburger, green beans, fresh red peppers, and fresh apple slices. Bye, gotta go to class now.
Welcome back to Daybreak, everyone. It is Tuesday, December 3rd. I'm Joe Morano. Thank you for joining us as Lauren Barnes has the morning off. We are still getting moving, though, as we're past that holiday, that first Monday back from the holiday. You know what I'm saying, Elisa?
Yes.
No, he wasn't even listening. See? We're all just a little slow after that long weekend. So we're all here. We're all moving, trying to get you to do the same at home.
Yes, yes, get moving. I can't believe it's already December. We haven't even talked about that yet. The year is over. We start a whole new decade in just, what, 3 weeks?
in just a few weeks is not bad, right? And so this month of December, though, as we were saying earlier, anytime we can get something with some nice temperatures and not driving hazard weather, I'm happy.
Yeah, it's really nice to take that. Temperatures will warm back into the 50s today. We're starting out in the 30s. It's cold with some cloud cover. It is 30 degrees in Springfield on southerly winds at 8 miles per hour. We've got some clouds out there on satellite and radar, but it is dry, so we'll have a smooth commute as you head to work and school. It's 29 degrees in Harrison, 36 in Branson, 31 in Fort Leonard, and 34 degrees in Camden. Winds are out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That is putting some wind chills in the teens and 20s. It feels like 17 at Lake of the Ozarks and 22 in Springfield. So a little bit of a cold start again this morning. Make sure the kids have some gloves and a scarf and a hat on them too. Dry roads as we head through the day. I don't expect any weather to cause any hazards or slow you down. We'll have sunshine by dismissal and west winds really warming us up. 54 degrees by dismissal, mostly sunny skies and mild temperatures. We've got a nice couple of 3 days ahead, especially for December. Then our next rain chance arrives on Thursday. Details on that coming up in 10 minutes. Joe?
We have some news around the region for you this half hour. A person was injured after a rock slide covered part of the road on Highway 54 near Osage Beach. The man suffered minor injuries when the rocks fell on top of his vehicle at about 10 p.m. Sunday night. MoDOT officials say this likely occurred because of heavy rainfall the area has seen over the last few weeks. Some of the rocks were as large as cars and required special equipment from Jefferson City to move them away from the road. Civil engineers and geologists are now surveying the area to make sure drivers will be safe from any future incidents. In Arkansas, the city of Siloam Springs tested its outdoor warning system yesterday. The new change is in place following October's tornadoes when the alarms were not sounded on time. The outdoor notification system that includes 8 alarms will now be tested on the first Monday of every month instead of Friday. City officials say the change will give staff more time during the week to deal with any issues that come up and make repairs. The system will also only be tested on days when there is clear weather, so people know it's a test and there's no confusion. Police Captain Derek Spicer says the police and fire departments are working with technology that would allow them to log in away from the office and remotely activate them as well.
We'll also be doing some in-house training with individuals who monitor weather for a living. They have volunteered to come in and assist the FD and the PD and just increase our knowledge base.
Spicer says everything went smoothly during the first alarm test yesterday and that the city is looking for other ways to improve alerts as well. Christmas trees are a holiday staple, but they can also increase the chance of a house fire. According to the Christmas Tree Association, there are over 200 tree fires every year nationwide. An electrical malfunction is usually the root of the issues. Rogers Fire Chief Tom Jenkins encourages you to keep your Christmas tree away from any heat source, any open flames, and of course the fireplace. Jenkins also recommends turning off your lights at night. Although many people are attracted to real Christmas trees, he says they pose more dangers than an artificial one.
Artificial trees are manufactured in a way that makes them much more safe from the threat of fire. However, a lot of people love, authentic, natural trees. If they do that, those trees, again, they have to realize that those are dangerous. Those, as they dry out.
He also says every household should have working smoke detectors and families should be prepared with an exit plan.
We've got some dry roads out there this morning and temperatures on the cold side again. It's 30 degrees in Springfield with some wind chills dipping into the teens and 20s. A nice December stretch ahead. Details in your forecast next.
Now, forecast first on Color 10 News, Ozarks First.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. It's a quiet and cold start again across the Ozarks. Temperatures are at 30 degrees on southerly winds, and we've got some cloud cover out there as well. It is 29 degrees in Harrison, 32 in Clinton, 34 in Camdenton, 29 in Rowlett, and 31 degrees in Fort Leonard Wood. Again, temperatures a little bit cold, but actually about average for this time of year. We do have some holes in the cloud cover this morning. We're partly to mostly cloudy in other spots. All dry though, so we'll have some smooth sailing on your way to work and school. Still looking at some winter woes up in the northeast. Snow and winter alerts stretching from New York through Boston and all the way up into Maine. Areas of Massachusetts have already gotten a foot of snow on the ground. Boston has gotten about 4 inches of snow on the ground there. That's still that storm system that gave us the wind over the weekend. Regionally, we're dry, just some cloud cover, and then if you go to the west, we will find our next storm system that's still spinning off of the Pacific coast. That's going to bring us some showers by late Thursday. And you can see how beautiful this looks on the water vapor image, just how it's just spinning very nicely off the coast of California, and we'll get here again by late Thursday. So until then, we'll have a nice couple of days ahead, mostly sunny skies today. We actually will have a front come through dry, winds shift to the west. They stay pretty light, and temperatures will warm up into the low to middle 50s, 54 degrees for that high in Springfield. We'll have temperatures dip into the lower 30s tonight under clear skies, and then tomorrow another nice day. Temperatures in the middle and upper 50s with some mostly sunny skies and some light winds. Just really nice, especially for December. Then that next storm system will come through late Friday, or late Thursday, I should say. Will stay dry through Tuesday, through Wednesday, even through Thursday. We'll find an increase in clouds, but we're dry through the whole afternoon. Rain really doesn't arrive until late in the evening and into the overnight. This will mostly be an overnight event for us with some showers there. And then it quickly exits by Friday morning with just some clouds. Some colder temperatures do wrap around. We'll have a chilly day on Friday, but not expecting any wintry weather out of this. So again, we're looking at dry conditions with temperatures above average through Thursday. Showers arrive late in the evening Thursday and into the overnight, and they exit Friday morning. The system still looks pretty quick, so rain totals will be light, maybe about 1/4 of an inch or less at that, and those totals really focus to the south. And then the system is weak and detached from cold air, so while it will be chillier on Friday, I still expect no wintry weather. This will be all rain, and unlike the last two systems, remember we had really gusty winds before, during, and after the storm. Well, this won't have that. We're looking at just a really pretty benign rain chance with some showers on the overnight. 54 degrees today, mostly sunny, mild and nice with those westerly winds. 33 degrees overnight, cold and quiet. 57 degrees tomorrow, a December delight with sunshine and temperatures pretty mild. We'll keep things warm on Thursday, increasing clouds, some showers late in the evening into the overnight. We'll have some chilly temperatures on Friday, but notice again, we're still all above freezing during this system, so not expecting any wintry weather. Clearing skies on Friday, temperatures chilly in the 40s. A nice and mild weekend, couple of more clouds on Sunday. Our next storm system will probably bring a bigger plunge in temperatures going Monday into Tuesday.
Our Consumer Watch is up next. The U.S. may be facing a potato shortage, and former President Jimmy Carter hospitalized again over the weekend. We'll have the story up next. Welcome back, everyone. Federal health officials say nearly every state is dealing with the flu after the CDC released its latest report yesterday on flu activity. The agency found the flu spread significantly in all but 7 states by the end of last week. The South and portions of the Pacific coast have been hit the hardest. The flu season got off to an early start this year and is already considered deadly. The CDC also says at least 5 children have died so far from the flu. 1 in 5 adolescents has pre-diabetes, according to a new study published in the journal JAMA Pediatrics. Pre-diabetes involves elevated blood sugar levels, but not high enough to be considered type 2. The condition was estimated at 18% among adolescents ages 12 to 18 and 24% among young adults ages 19 to 34. Prediabetes in those age groups puts young people at risk for diabetes, heart disease, and other conditions later on in life. However, lifestyle changes, including exercise and a healthy diet, can help prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Former President Jimmy Carter returned to the hospital over the weekend for a urinary tract infection. This is less than a week after he left an Atlanta hospital following a 2-week stay. The Carter Center said in a statement that the 39th president is feeling better and will hopefully return home soon. The 95-year-old was admitted to the hospital on November 11th for a procedure to relieve pressure on his brain. And in a consumer watch for you, the U.S. may face a French fry shortage due to a poor potato crop, according to a Bloomberg report. Cold and wet weather this year has stunted the growth of those potatoes, and U.S. potato producers are having to turn to foreign producers to help make up for the loss. The U.S. Department of Agriculture predicts that potato production will drop a little over 6% this year, which would be the lowest drop since 2010. This could also mean higher prices for potatoes at the grocery store. Your entertainment news is up next. Chicago takes to the road for a brand new tour. We'll take you through it when we return.
Good morning, it's 5:50. We're checking your weather on the 10th on Color 10. We've got a couple of clouds in Oklahoma. It is 35 degrees. We've got a couple of holes in the clouds around Lake of the Ozarks and around West Plains. We're partly cloudy for most of the Ozarks. It's 30 degrees in Springfield, 23 Lake of the Ozarks, 31 in Fort Leonard, and 29 degrees in West Plains this morning. Winds are out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some wind chills are in the teens and 20s this morning. It feels like 17 at Lake of the Ozarks, Sparks and 22 degrees in Springfield. So it's a little bit cold on that coffee meter this morning. You want to make sure you've got a hat and some gloves out there. As you head out the door today, temperatures will trend mild in the low to middle 50s, mostly sunny skies. It should be a really nice day. So put up the lights outside. Take advantage of the warmer temperatures that are above average. 54 degrees, they say give it a go. The winds will also be pretty light, so if you need to do anything on the roof, it should be okay to do that too. Temperatures are in the low to middle 50s today, again above average, which is 49 degrees. We drop into the middle 30s tonight, and we're mild again tomorrow. So if you can't do the decorating today, do it tomorrow. Temperatures back in the upper 50s with light winds. If you need to rake the leaves, if the wind tossed them around all weekend, we'll have great conditions for that too. Next rain chance arrives late Thursday. You have all of Thursday afternoon to do the raking before the rain arrives. You can also wash the car on Thursday afternoon before the rain gets here. We dry out on Friday. Friday will be the one cool day on the backside of that front. Otherwise, we're mild in the 50s. We will have temperatures in the 40s on Friday. I expect all rain with this system, and it should be pretty light and quick. Showers arrive late in the evening on Thursday into the overnight on Thursday. Should clear by Friday morning with clearing skies on Friday and chilly 40s. Joe?
The rock band Chicago is back on tour and actually headed to Springfield in April, and the wait is almost over for new episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Chris Martinez has those in your Eye on Entertainment.
Legendary rock band Chicago is hitting the road in 2020 for a new tour. The group will perform at amphitheaters across the U.S. next summer, along with music icon Rick Springfield. The tour kicks off in California next June with 26 tour dates scheduled so far. Tickets go on sale on LiveNation.com this Friday.
I want to bring ballet to more people.
If you've ever wanted to dance like ballerina Misty Copeland, now's your chance. The Swan Lake star is the latest celebrity to offer an online masterclass. The 37-year-old dancer teaches technique in her course, along with lessons that she says helped her become a better dancer.
It was just as important for me to speak about my life, my background, the obstacles that I've had, you know, what I eat, the people that have inspired me, as well as the ballet technique.
Copeland's masterclass is now available online. And Larry David is back in a new teaser trailer for the new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. The clip shows Larry's growing frustration as he waits on Toast, which just might mirror the frustration fans have felt after waiting 2 years for new episodes of the Emmy Award-winning comedy. Season 10 of Curb Your Enthusiasm premieres on HBO in January. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All right, we are back to wrap up our 5 o'clock hour looking at 2019's most popular baby names. Stay with us.